Religious liberty battles spreading across Europe and beyond are sparking fears about if and when these same struggles could come to America. In Finland, a member of parliament is one of the more prominent people on trial for her religious views.
It was 4 years ago, in June 2019, when I posted a Twitter post and also to Facebook. And it was about the Pride event that was going on, and that the main church, the Evangelical Lutheran Church, decided to support it officially. And it was a shock to me.
In questioning the church's support, Paavi Räsänen shared a verse from the book of Romans about same-sex relationships and quickly found herself in a legal battle.
Some citizen made a criminal complaint about this Twitter update, and then police started to investigate the case. And after it came into public, then there became more and more criminal complaints about one radio program. And then there was an old pamphlet I had written already 2004 about marital and sexual issues.
While unanimously acquitted of charges last year, prosecutors appealed Räsänen's case, leading to a second trial.
The maximum punishment is 2 years jail or fine. But of course, in Finland, we have in our constitution, we have the freedom of speech and freedom of religion.
Unfortunately, this struggle goes beyond Finland. On the Mediterranean island of Malta, Matthew Gresh, an ex-LGBT activist, faces potential prison time after sharing his testimony of leaving a gay lifestyle to follow Christ.
Last year, I was invited to share my story on a program and answer questions about so-called conversion practices. And I mentioned an organization as well that supports men and women who leave LGBT, and an organization that promotes biblical sexuality.
Within days, numerous people reported to police that Gresh violated Chapter 567 of Maltese law, which bans advertising conversion therapy.
I had to go to the police, and I exercised my right to be silent, and the police pressed charges against me.
Gresh says the potential ramifications could be sweeping.
If I'm found guilty, I could spend 5 months in jail, or I could pay a fine of up to 5,000 euros in Malta just for really exercising my freedom to be a Christian and to support others who want to move away from unwanted LGBT identities or desires, etc.
And Andrea Williams with Christian Concern points out how in the UK, abortion clinic buffer zones basically prevent people from assembling, counseling, and even silently praying outside those facilities.
And I think it's very hard for nations in the West, for nations such as America and Great Britain, to imagine really that we've reached this far, apart from we have. So I think that those that are watching this will think, really, has Great Britain created a space where you are unable to speak quietly, unable even to pray, unable even to walk alongside a woman to explain another way?
Consider what happened to UK Army veteran Adam Smith Connor. Last November, officers began questioning him for silently praying outside of a clinic for his own son who had been aborted.
So they informed me that they considered that my praying for my deceased son was a breach of the PSPO, that it was an act of disapproval of abortion, although I wasn't manifesting that prayer in any way. And if I hadn't told them, they would have had no way of knowing what I was praying about. It was a silent prayer in my mind.
Williams says if Americans don't pay attention, these laws could make their way across the Atlantic.
I would like to warn those of you in America to ensure that these initially civil measures that get placed in and around certain buildings, so in and around abortion clinics, then take on a quasi-criminal force. There's also the political pressure that's applied around them.
These examples beg the question, could the criminalization of Christianity come to the U.S.?